Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So this is probably going to be my last video with this background. I have one last book haul for you guys in this apartment because I'm about to graduate. I graduate May 17th with my master's. So I'll be moving on to where I don't know. But yeah, so we're gonna go with a bang for this last book haul. Went to Target, of course. Most of this was covered by a Target gift card that I won and that I had been keeping. So yes, also I'm getting ready to go out somewhere, but it's forecasted to rain. It currently just finished raining like 5 minutes ago, but it's supposed to rain again, which is why I have this rain jacket on. So you're gonna hear extra movement. Bear with me. So we're gonna start this book haul because I'll be leaving soon. So we're gonna start with Honey and Spice. I think it's Bolu, Babalola. Sorry if I said that wrong, but I've heard really good things about this. So it's primarily romance. Also, I think all of these books are like romance. I've been sucked into the romance whirlpool. But yeah, this has been on my list for a while, and we're just gonna give it a read. I really don't like this. I need to figure out how to straighten that out. But yeah, I've heard good things. And, you know, when it has this little stamp on it for Reese's Book Club, it's good stuff. So I'm very excited. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Sharp-tongued and secretly soft-hearted, Kiki Banjo has just made a huge mistake. As an expert in relationship evasion and the host of a popular student radio show, Brown Sugar, she's made it her mission to make sure women of the African Caribbean Society at Whitewell College in southern England do not fall into the mess of situationships, players, and the heartbreak. But when the queen of the unbothered kisses, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, Malachi Creed, the guy she just publicly denounced as the wasteman of Whitewell, in front of every Blackwellian on campus, she finds her show on the brink. They're soon embroiled in a fake relationship to try to salvage their reputations to save their futures. Kiki has never surrendered her heart before, and a player like Malachi won't be the one to change that, no matter how charming he is or how electric their connection feels. But surprisingly, entertaining study sessions and intimate late-night talks at the old-fashioned diners force Kiki to look beyond her own presumptions. Is she ready to open up herself up to something deeper? A gloriously funny and sparkling debut novel, Honey and Spice is full of delicious tension, romantic intrigue that will make you weak at the knees. Okay, so I didn't know it was like fake dating. Fake dating is definitely one of my favorite dating tropes because it's always great. And it's also sounding like Malachi and Kiki need each other to basically fix what has been broken. I'm loving how they're going to different diners. They're doing study sessions. That's going to be cute. I don't know. This is just exciting. A little YA romance. Yeah, oh, the front says, sweet like plantain, hot like pepper. They taste the best when together. It's gonna be great. I am excited. And Bolu has another book out. It's called Love in Color. So definitely have to check that one out. This one also is 358 pages. That's not that much. That's pretty good. This was also a lot, the only hardcover book that I got. It's usually not that many hardcover books at Target anyway, and I think they only had 2 of these left, so I grabbed it when I saw the cover. But I was also looking for something else, but this one looked just as good. So I'm excited to dive into this one. It'll be cute. Fake dating romance. That's always great. And then the original price for this one was $27.99. I got it for 30% off. So I got it for $19.59, which this was my most expensive buy because it was hardcover, but also it was $27. So, but I've been meaning to get it, so why not? And as I said, most of this was paid with a gift card. Moving on. Court of the Vampire Queen by Katee Robert. Now, I have heard a lot of hype on this book, so I need this book to live up to it. But to be fair, I have read, I think, 4 Katee Robert books. So you can say I enjoy her writing. She's written the, why am I blanking? The Dark Olympus series. That's book 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 just came out, and then 5 is coming out. I've shown them all on my channel before, I believe, but yeah, so I think this is, aside from the Dark Olympus, this is one of the newer novels that just came out, but don't quote me because I could be wrong. But yeah, I've read her before. I'm all for it. I've heard good things about this one. This was actually the last copy they had, so we're gonna see. And I think this is supposed to start a series. Yeah. 3 powerfully alluring vampire men and 1 queen to rule them all. All Mina ever wanted was to escape her father's control, half human, half vampire. She lived eternally torn between 2 worlds, never fully experiencing the pleasures of either until her father chose her as a pawn in his latest political move, gifting her to the darkly powerful and dangerously seductive Malachi Zion. Malachi is not a vampire to be trifled with. He rules with an iron fist and has a reputation for the darkest of sins. But the longer Mina is with him, the more she realizes he's not the monster she first thought. And as fear bleeds into lust, then trust, then something more, Malachi opens Mina up to a world she never knew could be hers for the taking, including the love of Malachi's 2 closest friends and companions. Now surrounded by all 3 men, the center of their shockingly seductive world, Mina may finally have the power to face down her father and take back the life and crown that, by all rights, should be hers. Period. We're all for taking back what's ours, as we should. But so it seems like her father might be like very high up in the food chain right now, and with the help of Malachi and his friends, Mina is gonna take that position. I'm not sure what that's looking like, but that's what I'm thinking, because it's not saying he's like a king or anything, so he must just have that type of power. By the sounds of it, it sounds like it's going to be a series, because I obviously don't think you could unpack that all in this book, because it's pretty thick, but not that thick to uncover everything, I don't think. So it has 491 pages. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking start of a series, which, if you know me, I love a good series, and I'm already currently reading a Katee Robert series, and I plan to read another one, so why not add this one to the mix as well. But it's sounding good. So obviously Mina and Malachi are going to be together, but Malachi's throwing in his 2 friends as well. So we're having a love square. It's what it's seeming like. But I mean, at least she'll have the power of 3 men behind her and not just 1, so that's easier to overtake her father. I don't know, it's gonna sound juicy. I'm excited that it's like vampire, but I will always prefer to be a werewolf, because vampires have to drink blood. I personally wouldn't want to be drinking blood for the rest of my life, but hey, if the book is good, it's fine. And where's the price for this one? So this one was $16.99, and I got it for, goodness, where is it? $13.59. So book 2, moving on. We have 3 more to go. We have Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. This is another one that has been all over the place. This is the first time I've actually gone to Target and it was in stock. They had 3 on the shelf. Usually when I go to Target, it's nowhere to be seen. So I grabbed it this time around because I've heard a lot about it. And also this is the start to a series. She's writing a second book. I don't know when it's supposed to come out. I believe sometime this year, but it's gonna feature other people that were introduced in this book. I believe it's like an interconnected friend group series. So another reason to start reading. Also, if you can't tell by the cover, it's a sports romance starring, it's in college as well. So he's the one thing she couldn't plan for. Anastasia Allen has worked her entire life for a shot at Team USA. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to the University of California, Maple Hills, and lands a place on their competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. Nate's focus as team captain is on keeping his team on the ice, which is tricky when a facilities mishap means they are forced to share the rink with a figure skating team, including Anastasia, who clearly can't stand him. But when Anastasia's skating partner faces an uncertain future, she may have to look at Nate to take her shot. Sparks fly, but Anastasia isn't worried because she can never like a hockey player. Right. So it's obviously giving enemies to lovers, which is another chef's kiss trope. We love to see that one. So that's going to be good. I'm excited to read about the tension because I was going to have to build up, and then Anastasia is obviously going to have to rely on Nate to be her partner because that's what it sounds like they're setting it up for, Nate to be her partner for figure skating while whatever happens to the previous partner, he faces an uncertain future, whatever that means. So I think between sharing the ice skating rink and then like becoming partners, they're gonna start bonding and forming that relationship. But we're starting with enemies first, obviously, and that's always great. Love a good enemies to lovers. Then I saw something when I was flipping the pages. I guess not. This one has 432 pages. So she's a little thick, not the thickest though. But I'm excited. But this is also another one where it's like, if it doesn't live up to the hype, I am going to be upset because this book has been extremely hyped up. So we'll see. But also I love a sports romance as well because those are always good. And it's the start of a series. I love that as well. So it's pointing in the right direction to, I'm going to like it, but we'll just have to see. The original price was $17.99 and I got it for $14.39. Moving on. Oh, this is another one I've heard good things about. 7 Days in June. This is by Tia Williams. One thing, I hate this, but when I do covers like this and it doesn't extend all the way, I don't like that. But I've been wanting to get the book. And as you can see, this is another one of Reese's book club reads. So it's going to be great. But again, continuing with romance, I've heard positive things about this book. So I'm really excited to read this one. And it's kind of, I believe it's like a second chance romance, if I'm correct. 7 Days to Fall in Love, 15 Years to Forget, and 7 Days to Get It All Back Again. Eva Mercy is a single mom and best-selling erotica writer who is feeling pressed from all sides. Shane Hall is a reclusive, award-winning novelist who to everyone's surprise, shows up in New York. When Shane and Eva meet unexpectedly at a Black literary event, sparks fly. But what no one knows is that 15 years earlier, teenage Eva and Shane spent one crazy torrid weekend madly in love and have been secretly writing to each other in their books ever since. Over the next 7 days, amidst a steamy Brooklyn summer, Eva and Shane reconnect, but Eva's wary of the man who broke her heart. Before Shane disappears again, she needs a few questions answered. With its keen observation of creative life in America today, as well as all the joys and complications of being a mother and daughter, 7 Days in June is a hilarious, romantic, and sexy as hell story of two writers discovering their second chance at love. Oh, that sounds so good. So I was right. It is second chance love. I just love everything about this. They're writers, cute, and I think them writing to each other in their books, that's extremely cute. I want to see how they did that though. Like, that'll be interesting to read about. And it's obviously going to take some time because Eva is like probably going to be holding back a bit because her heart was broken and she doesn't want her heart to be broken again. So it's going to give us like a hurdle we're going to have to jump over. But also, like, they only have 7 days to rekindle their love. That's going to be interesting to see how things go down in 7 days. I don't know, just reading the back was just, I was all smiles. I'm very excited to read about this. This is going to be super cute. Second chance romances are good too. They're not always my favorite, but I am excited to read this. And I've heard like positive things about this. I've seen it on TikTok a couple times, so we'll see. But yeah, I've heard a lot of things. Oh, it has a Q&A in the back. This has 325 pages, so this is one of my smaller books, so a bit of a quicker read. Yeah, no, I love it. 7 Days in June. Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm just getting good vibes from it. It's gonna be great. So this was $16.99. I literally just said that price. And I got it for $13.59. Now we're moving on to my last book of the haul. One that I have been hunting down for a very long time, if we're being honest. Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. This is the last book I needed in the Twisted series. I have shown all of the books on my channel because I've slowly been gathering them up like Infinity Stones. And here we have it. I went into Target. I went down the regular aisles to look for the books, and it wasn't there. But then there's another small book section when you start walking past like the water and the juices, and I spotted it. 2 books left, 2. I grabbed it because I've been meaning to complete the series. I read book 4 earlier in April. I think it was like the first book I read for the month of April. So, you know, I'm excited to complete the series and then start the next series because she has 2 books out, and the next series that I want to read, and then a character from that series was introduced in the last book. It's a lot. I know it's hard to follow, but all in all, I'm excited. We'll leave it at that. If my thoughts were chaos, she was my anchor. They always went back to her. Charming, deadly, and smart enough to hide it, Christian Harper is a monster dressed in a perfectly tailored suit of a gentleman. He has little use for morals and even less for love, but he can't deny the strange pull he feels. He can't deny the strange pull he feels toward the woman living just one floor below him. She's the object of his darkest desires, the only puzzle he can't solve. And when the opportunity to get closer to her arises, he breaks down his own rules to offer her a deal she can't refuse. Every monster has their weakness. She's his obsession, his addiction, and his only exception. Sweet, shy, and introverted despite her social media fame, Stella Alonso is a romantic who keeps her heart in a cage. Between her 2 jobs, she has little time or desire for a relationship. But when a threat from her past drives her into the arms and house of the most dangerous man she's ever met. She's tempted to let herself feel something for the first time in a long time. Because despite Christian's cold nature, he makes her feel everything when she's with him. Passionate, protected, truly wanted. Theirs is a love twisted with secrets and tainted by lies. And when the truths are finally revealed, they could shatter everything. Okay, so Christian was introduced in the last book, and then Stella has been a character since day one of the series. But it's an interconnected series focusing on a friend group. It's mostly the girls are friends, and some of the guys know each other. It's a whole thing, but we've been following them one by one, and then Stella and Christian finally get their story. So I'm excited because I've heard Stella and Christian, they have a really good story. Right now, Twisted Games is my favorite in the series. So here's book 1, Twisted Love, 2, Twisted Games, and then 3, Twisted Hate, 4, Twisted Lies. But currently Twisted Games holds the throne for me. That's my favorite, but I've heard this one is a top contender as well. So I'm very excited to finally finish the series. She's pretty thick. I feel like all the books in this series are obscenely thick. 551 pages. But once I finish this book, I can start Anna's other series. It's King of Wrath is the first one, and then King of Pride is the second one, which like just came out. I think that one's supposed to have like 4 books in that series. And that one's like billionaires. I think it's like focused on billionaires. But I'm excited. I'm very excited, especially because I've been on the hunt for this book for the longest, and I finally have it. The original price was $17.99, and I got it for $14.39. And that's all of my books for this haul. My last book haul with this setup, but it was a very good one. Again, it's all romance. I'm very much in my romance era. But honestly, there are a lot of romance books at Target. Like, the romance selection is just huge at Target. So how could I not? But I'll just do a show through one more time. Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Court of the Vampire Queen by Katee Robert. And Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalola. So those are all my books. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope you read them, go buy them. Yeah, so I will see y'all in the next video, whatever that's going to be. Countdown to graduation, May 17th. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button down below. Peace and blessings, my loves.